with the retro coding. Oh yes, let's do some retro. Let's retro game and code it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's have an intro. Oh yes. Hello and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Live Game Coding. Oh yes, it's the show where we code live on the game Hammer. It's a hammer and it's live. It's not a hammer. What am I talking about? Who's in the chat? We have Sir Patrick Furlong and Melody the Cat. We also have Martin Vegas. And tonight we are coding a Christmas game. So I'm going to do my first thing and look for the CPC wiki for the Amstrad CPC user manual, because we do use it a fair amount and it's actually quite useful. So let's do that and then we'll see how it goes, and oh yes we shall. Oh yes, and it's taken ages to load. Oh, that's just wonderful. There's something wrong these days with my copy of Safari. I think it's because the computer's getting old and it's not updating it anymore. But Safari, every now and again, just decides, nah, I can't be bothered, and it just doesn't do anything. It's very annoying. I hope you're all having a great night. I am full of caffeine from these Coke Zeros. I'm also surprisingly tired, and I don't know why. Hello to Hillside Junction, who says, good evening, Zoe, and all the GameHammer people, and Melody. Now I'm getting an error message. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I have a feeling that something may be wrong with my Intertron. So yes, ask Jenny if the business can afford a new computer. The business can afford a new computer, but it can't afford a new computer and to pay us. So that. Hi John Nutman, how you doing? Hi Zoe, you're a little bit low on mic. Okay. How's that? Is that better? I'll bring the microphone to the face. Watch me wreck the mic, watch me wreck the mic, watch me wreck the mic. Psych. Siri, stop. My goodness. There we go. It's just that bad. I am actually unable to reach max volume just by sticking my face right into this and talking loud. So how about if I turn the microphone up to full? Is that better? Now I'm someone and I come from the city and I use my hoover to hover around when I want to, and when I need to. I do my funky sound. Is that better? That is a song, a weird rap that a friend, when I was a kid, he put that together, and we've all been singing it ever since, even though I have nothing to do with that guy anymore, because he went off to seek his fortune in London as a musician, but before that he stopped talking to me because I came out, and it was a bit iffy. I haven't seen him since. That's just how it is. So yeah. Oh okay, yes, okay, lol, says John Nutman. Melody sends headbutts to everyone. Yay. Oh, but the professor is here saying Miss Zoe is here. I am. And we also have Sir James Pets, who approves. Oh, yes. So. Oh, here we go. Patrick says, I thought those particular Coke Zeros were caffeine free. They better not be. Nope, that's just standard Coke Zero. So let's bring up the CPC 464 manual, because CPC Wiki has now loaded. We need the manual, and that's how it works. We need to get this to work, and then we can work on the last part, the engine, the game engine, and we might even be able to get the game going. So the idea is that the game engine will load, and then we'll set all the stuff that we need to. I did a very... Was that the snip noise? I don't know what that is. And then once we've got the game engine set up and loaded in, what I need to do is change something that we did. It was something very silly. You know, I've been just writing everywhere. Oh, Jenny's more loud than we are. Yes, Jen is a lot louder. Why did the CPC 464 user manual just download as a WinRAR file? cp464.en.rar. I don't want that. Why are you showing me this thing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a RAR manual. Why? Just give me the PDF. I know they've got it, so we're loading that up. So the idea is that we did a very silly thing last week when we defined all of the things, all the arrays, and this, that, and the other. We put in random arbitrary numbers, and then we did another arbitrary number later on, and they're probably not the same arbitrary number. I've got an idea. Why don't we just type in a variable and use that? How's that? Hello, Retro Rewind. How you doing? So while that's loading up, I don't know why it's taking so damn long. Let's just bring this up. Bing. Here is the thing. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's say x equals, apparently not, x. We didn't have a live coding last week. We didn't. The week before it was. X equals 4. Then dimension, an array called bum, because it doesn't matter what it is, x. And that allows it. So we can now have that. Yeah. So if I say bum 1 equals 5, print bum 1, 5. There you go. So we can define an array and a for and x loop and whatever we want to do via a variable, but we didn't do that. So let's load in the Christmas thing. Load Xmas. Now it'll load in. Let's list it. So we've got all this stuff where we've defined a load of stuff. See there, we've got dimension in line 40, this bit here. We've got all these nouns and they're all in 20s. So we're going to edit that. So 35 is now going to be let. We don't actually have to use a let, but we might as well, just to make sure that we know what we're doing. Let array size equals 30. There we go. Edit 40. Actually, no. Edit 35. Let a size. So we don't have to do this much. Edit 40. Noun 20. A size. And then name a size. And then every time we use an array, or just generally want to check a load of stuff, we can use a size to make sure we don't go over the size of the arrays, which is exactly what we don't want to do during the game because we'll end up causing a problem. Ah, superfluous let. I remember superfluous let. Yeah, you don't need to use it. I'm just using it here partly to show that you can use it in Locomotive Basic on Amstrad, and partly so that it's clear to everyone from the start, if they look at the code, what's going on. This is like the defining part. Hopefully I'm not going to make this too big that the line will get too long, because there is a line limit. Have I spelled size right? I have a horrible feeling I've just spelled size wrong. It doesn't look right if you use an S. It looks like Cisse. But the CBC 6128 manual has loaded, so I can scroll down and find the code, the basic command list. Where is it? I don't want CPM. I want basic. Where's my basic? This is why I use the 464 one. It's so much easier to find all the basic stuff. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. How did you learn how to code on the CPC? My mum taught me in 1985. No joke, we sat with the manual for the Amstrad CPC and we just went through it. She wanted to know how the computer worked, I wanted to know how the computer worked, so we sat and we worked it out. That is literally how I did it. Oh, I spelled size right. I've got a horrible feeling I sort of spelled size wrong. YouTube, so it is. It really feels like that. Right. Okay, so there we are. So that's done. What's the rest of it? We did define more. Yes, we did. Edit 50. So A size for the array size. A size. A size. Oh, what have we got here? Yeah, that's fine. That's all fine. There we go. So, years ago now, I used to play Lemmings on a PC. Then I was young, but now playing on my phone. Oh my goodness, yeah, Lemmings on PC. It was a good game. It was a really good game. When a PDF scrolls fast, reminds me of Microfiche Live. Yeah, Microfiche, if you want to be French. You typed them in from the big manual. Yeah, the manual. Where's my copy of the manual? Here it is. Ooh. The original Amstrad CPC 464 manual from the original Big Key 464 with the spiral side binding, which meant that you could actually open it up to the page you wanted and not have it fall around. And then later on they made it perfect bound, which meant that you couldn't just leave it open on a table. What were they thinking, man? It's getting warm in here. I'm going to have to take the Christmas hat off. It's getting that warm. It should not be this warm in the frickin' winter. It's December. What's going on, guys? Oh my goodness. Right. So we should all have that done now. Yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff done. You can get in the app now, yeah. Right, here we are. So movement code. All the movement. Bright colours on the cover, spiral brown, remember this? Yeah. Talk for Christmas hats. I know it. It's terrible, isn't it? So. Right, here's the inventory. This is where we start having to go through all the code. 620 for x equals 1 to 30, because we just set up an arbitrary thing. For x equals 1 to a size. There we go. List from 600 to, I don't know, 3,000, who knows. Right. So, to a size. Keep going. 740. We're putting in arbitrary things, you see. So tonight we are coding on an Amstrad CPC 6128 as emulated in Retro Virtual Machine, and the reason I'm doing that is so that we can see what's going on, and I can save a copy direct to the computer, to the Big Mac that I'm using, in order to be able to just provide a copy to everyone after we finish. So 810 is the next one where we've changed up. That went to 30 as well. It should be A size. So from list 800 to 3000. And we'll see how it goes. Alexa, what's the temperature?
At the moment, it's 6 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 6 degrees.
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime.
So there we go. It's 6 degrees here. It shouldn't be at this time of year. Right, we're just making sure that we've got the right stuff here and we don't accidentally go over the size of all of our arrays when checking the arrays. Otherwise, we end up with errors that we don't need. Okay, that's the end. So next one is 1610. There we go. A size, there we go. Right, we should be okay now for everything. Yes. Oh, you just set my Alexa off and it's 7 degrees. Oh, I have so much power. Alexa, can you rap?
cupcakes, berry cakes, chocolate cakes, ginger cakes, jaffa cakes, lemon drizzle, carrot cake and battenberg, apple pies, mince pies, pecan pies, pork pies, custard tarts, bakewell tarts, quiches, fans and scones, Barrabrick, stotter cakes, Dorset knobs, parkin, fat rascals, soda bread, maids of honour tarts, sponge fingers, sticky buns, dough balls, hot baps, French fancies, spotted dicks, echo feckin' tarts. Base, 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 base. I like the buttery biscuit base.
Well, that was unexpected. Alexa, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Right, we should be set up to get on now. So we've done an examine command. We've got a drop command. I think we've got a get command as well. So let's have a look from 700 to 1000 to see what we've got. Look command, get and drop. So we've got the get and we've got the drop. Can't pick it up. Can't you take the, and then we drop it. Okay, so we got that. So we've got get and we've got drop. We've got to examine. Let's have a look at what else we need to do. So we've got the movement. We've already done the movement. We've got the inventory. I remember that last week. Get, drop, push, pull, press, use, give, say, examine. Okay. So the say command is going to be interesting because we need that for certain things. Didn't James Petch request a cuddle melody command? Yeah, probably. Right. Push, pull, press, use, give, and say are going to be specific to certain parts of the game. So we now have a base set of code. We actually have the engine that we need. That's everything we need. So we're going to now save this as Xmas to the disk. Disk is write protected. Shouldn't be. What? How is it write protected? Close that. I didn't even know you could do that. Save as Xmas. There we go. Now we're going to save it as game engine. But we're going to keep that separately. Right. Now, new. 10. Mode 1. No. Paper 0. Border 0. Mode 1. Pen 1. Locate. Can't remember if it's X. It's probably XY. So locate 10. 8. Print. GameHammer presents. Run. There we go. So that's kind of in the middle. Edit 10. Edit 10, not 10. 12. 8. Run. Yeah, that's better. List. So paper note. 5. Ink. 0, 0. Ink. 1, 25. Ink. 2, 4. Ink. 3, 17. I don't know. Right. Edit 10. Pen 2. Pen 1 even. Run. There we go. List. So it'll be 20 next. Locate. 4. 10. 10. Print. Pen. 2. Print. Santa's. Santa's hangover. Adventure. Run. So that we need to edit 20. And it shouldn't be 10, it should be like 6 or something like that. Run. Edit 20. That's 8. Run. There we go. 30, pen 3, locate 12, 12, print by Zoe, Cook, Robinson, and edit 30. How have I managed to put a how did I do that? Okay. Should be 10 rather than 12. There you go. Nope. Edit 30 should be 11, 12, 40. Pen 1. Locate, let's say, 14 and 20. Print. Loading. Edit 40. Say 18 instead. Run. There we go. Right. 50 will now be run, question mark, no, exclamation mark even, Xmas dot bass. And save as disk. Santa's Xmas capers 2, better capers than the first. Run. There we go. What now? Boom! Sorry, I don't know how to boom. Explode. I don't know how to explode. Dance the disco duck. Sorry, I don't know how to dance the disco duck. So, there we go. Right, okay. So, we now have everything we need except the actual game. I love this modern interface for these ancient computers. It's a delightful anachronism. It really is, isn't it? It's great. So we run disk and then it does everything. Okay. Let's erase Xmas.back because we don't need it. Oh, of course, erase bar, comma, Xmas.back. Just because we can. There we go. Have an explode command that responds. Exploding is generally ill-advised. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that because we've automatically loaded and run the entire game loop. So what we got here? Right, 210. Okay, I'm going to put 184 if a string. We have everything we need except the actual game. You cheap shot. I love it. If a string equals explode, print, exploding is not generally advised. Good. 120. Run. Explode. If a string equals explode, then print. Run. Explode. Exploding is not generally advised. Ha ha! There we go. How is that? How good is that? We can also fiddle with other things. Pen 1, pen 2, pen 3, pen 4, pen 0. So, I'm now going to do something interesting. List. Where is it that we say what now? Okay, there it is. Edit 125. Pen 3. Input. What now? 126. Pen 1. 126. Pen 2. Run. What now? Boom. Sorry, I don't know how to boom. Now we have different colours. There we go. Now we have great colours. I like it. Edit 125. pen 4, run. What now? Explode. Exploding is not generally advised. Just because we can have multiple colours on an Amstrad, so why shouldn't we? So, let's do this. It is dark, you cannot see. There we go. We now have nice colours. So, if it's a Christmas game, we should have green and red. That is true. So let's have a look. List. What have we got? Right, we set the colours in 110. I think red and yellow works better. It does work good, but ink naught is 11, but it didn't do it. Let's do this. Ink 0 should be 0. Ink naught. Ink 1 is now 11. Run. Pen 3, pen 2, pen 1, pen 3, pen 0, pen 1. Okay, let's have a look at what we've accidentally done. How have we managed to get the pen 2? Pen 2 should be ink. Fine. Oh, we've done pen 4. I hit it 1, 2, 5. Should be pen 3. Run. What now? Boom. Sorry, I don't know how to bum. Right. Okay. Let's have a list. So, edit 110. We know that we set all the stuff in here. So, 2 is a kind of yellowish. 3 is a red. We're not set. We set 1 as 11. Pen 1. What is pen? That's 11. Right, pen 2 is yellowish. Pen 3 is red. So we're going to change the blue. I like the blue. We're going to keep the blue, but we're going to change it around a bit. Edit 110. So pen 1 is blue. I'm going to make pen 2 blue. And pen 1 is going to turn into green. Now we need to know what green is, and I can't bother faffing about with all of that mess. So I'm going to bring up the colour guide in the back of the manual, because I couldn't be bothered with that mess of a PDF. I couldn't find anything. Where's the colour guide at the back of the manual? Oh, it's got one because I've used it so many times. Can we not get green? Yes, we can. The Amstrad has greens. It has several greens, in fact. No, that's the pin-out guide for making your own expansion sets, which is cool, but I don't want that. Where's my list of colours, you git? I know you've got one. That's all the symbols. Where's the colours? They used to be written on top of the 6128. I might dig the 6128 out just so I can look at it. Didn't say dig it out, it's in the corner. Where's the colour list? I know you've got one. There's the sounds. Oh, come on. I know you've got it. You'll be there in a moment. I know you've got one. I'm back at the pinouts again. Where's the colours? Has it fallen out of the manual? Here it is. Right. Okay, so we've got it here. I'm just going to bring up the... There we are. The entire colour guide. That's the colours that we can have for the Amstrad. So, we need to find the green that we want. I love this. On the opposite page to the colours, so every basic programmer ever has seen this, including everyone who ever developed a damn game for the Amstrad. On the next page to the colours, there's the colours. On the next page is this list here of memory allocations. What one of these says is, do not use, reserved for disk interface. Do not use, reserved for future use. Do not use. It says do not use 3 times in that memory list. You know how many people used it? Oh my goodness, the first year that the Amstrad was out, in 1984 to the start of 85, when the disk interface arrived on shelves, so many people used the bit that says do not use and then whined, absolutely whined to Amstrad that all of a sudden their programs didn't work anymore because the disk interface had taken over that part of the memory. It says in the manual, don't use it. I couldn't believe it. Hi Colin, how you doing? But that's just people for you, isn't it? So, do we want a lime green, a pastel green, ooh, or a standard green? Let's have a pastel green. Let's see how that goes. 22. Oh, sorry. 22. Run. Pen 1. Pen 2. Pen 3. Pastel green is a little bit not quite green enough. So, let's do this again. So, let's go for standard green is 9. Run. Pen 1. Ready. Hey, that's not a bad green. So, we've now got red, green, and blue. It's the most wonderful colours of the year. Oh, there we go. So, let's save that as Xmas. 'Tis the season to be... Oh, sorry. 'Tis the season to swap this screen so we can all see the fun. La 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 la. I am terrible at my singing, but it won't stop me ever now. So, we've got the basics of a game. We haven't actually got the game in it. Right, there we are. So, set up the screen, and then the game loop is on 120. List 3,000. List 10,000. So, what I'm going to do now is decide what we're going to do. So, I need to start the data range, don't I? And for this, I'm going to do a quick scroll for data. Not found. Wonderful. Amstrad, CPC, 464 manual, please. Let's have a look. I want to see this on here because we need to see it together. Otherwise, it's no point in me doing this as like a nice fun thing. There we are. English PDF. So, here we go. I'm going to scroll and scroll fast until we get to the right things. And are we there? No, we are not. Beep, 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 beep. Right, where's our data? Here we are, right. Data statements. This is what we want. Right, cosines. It's gone straight to data. There we are. Right. Okay. See, here's the data stuff that we need. Okay. Read and restore. That's the one we need to look at restore. So we know what the data is and how to read it in. We need to look at restore. How do we restore? And how do we do it? Because we want to make sure that we can reset this at any point. So the game goes back to its default setting if we start again, you see. There's the read and how we do it. Remain, rem, renum, restore. Restore line number. Restores the position of the reading pointer back to the beginning of the data statement. Specified in the optional line number, omitting line number restores the position of the pointer back to the beginning of the first data statement. So, what's this game about? That is the question. We haven't decided yet. We've just built the basic engine that it will run on. So, we're about to do this. So, there's our restore. So, when we decide that our data statements start at the line 10,000, for example, which is what we're going to do, we need to have restore 10,000 on line 10,000. So let's do this. 10,000 rem, because that's our marker for remarks. Data statements. There we go. 10,010. Restore 10,010. So, before we get to the game loop, we're going to add in an extra one. Line 115. Go to 10,000. So all we need to do is that the game now goes to line 10,000. We have now restored the data to the starting point. We can now define all of our variables. So we need to now work out what we're going to actually do in this game. And that's not necessarily the easiest thing. So we need to know, basically the idea that I had in my head is that we've got a standard basic adventure. Santa has woken up in the middle of In fact, let's do that. Yes, let's do that. Okay. So we've just done a line called 115. 116 will now be go to 9,000. Line 9,000 is rem game intro. Do we have a use command? We do. Yes, we do. We don't have an ask. We do have a say command, which kind of works the same way. So we now have a game intro and a place to do the data statements. So I'm going to put on line 20,000, just in case we forget, go to 120, so we actually get back to the game loop. Save as Xmas. And so we've got a copy, save game engine. So we can use this again later without having to delete any of the data statements. Right, if we run this, it will now go straight to what now? Because regardless of what we forget to do, we go straight back to the what now prompt. Explode. Exploding is not generally advised. There we go. What now? What now, bozo? Okay. Pen 1. List 9,000 to 20,000. There we are. That's all the code required. Game intro. So let's do this. 9010. Pen 2. CLS print. Santa's Hangover Adventure. Print. And exercise in stupidity by Zoe Kirk Robinson. Run. Da-da-da. That's interesting. I didn't realize it would do CLS. So edit line 120. Edit list 120 to, oh no, 150. When does it? It doesn't. That's interesting. List 100 to 120. That is very interesting. So 115 should be go to 9,000. Otherwise, it will never go to the other thing. And 116 should be go to 10,000. We'll define everything after we've gone to the intro. There we are. An exercise in stupidity by Zoe Kirk Robinson. Right, now we have it working. Save. Xmas. List 9,000 to 10,000. Right, we need to do this. Edit 9010. An exercise in stupidity. Print by Zoe Kirk Robinson. There we are. There's our intro. List. So the idea is that we'll now 9020 print pen 1 print. Santa had a very good night on the eve of Christmas Eve. He went out with all his little elf friends. Have you had any published games? I've published a lot of games over the years. I ran a PD library back in the day, Technol PD. I made a few games there and published them as basically indies via the PD library scene, which was the precursor to shareware. And they didn't go far, but they were fun. And then I've published a load of stuff after that, and it's all indie. I've never gone through a mainstream publisher. I've always been in the indie scene. I'm one of those people. I come from fanzines, indie scene, that sort of thing. That's me. So yeah, I've had a few things published. So let's do this. So Santa had a very good night on the eve of Christmas Eve. He went out with all his little elf friends to celebrate finishing all their work making presents for the little kiddies. 9030 print. Unfortunately, Santa crashed the sleigh on his way home from the North Pole pub, and all the presents got lost. $9040 print. Now he has to reassemble the bags of presents. Now he has to Now he has to find all the presents, pack them into the sacks, and repair the sleigh before Mrs. Claus finds out. Run. How much booze did Santa drink? A lot. There's the game. How much booze did Santa drink? Oh, a lot. So now we can see that it isn't quite right, is it? Edit 9020. So on the eve of Christmas Eve needs a space. So there we are. So now it'll be this. That should work. Edit 9030. Oh, that one's actually all right. Edit 9040. This one's got. So where's pack? So we need to go 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So that should be fine. Yeah. Okay, run. This should work. Now everything's set out correctly and it looks fine. Santa had a very good night on the eve of Christmas Eve. He went out with all his little elf friends to celebrate finishing all their work, making presents for the little kiddies. Unfortunately, Santa crashed the sleigh on his way home from the North Pole pub, and all the presents got lost. Now he has to find all the presents, pack them into the sacks, and repair the sleigh before Mrs. Claus finds out. Edit 90050. Okay, edit 9050. Right, it's not. First 3 lines need centering though. They do. 9040. That's that one. Yes. 9050. Print. I'm going to put this in pen 3. Print. You play as Santa. You have to get him ready for his Christmas Eve flight. You have to get him ready before it's time for his Christmas Eve flight. Good luck. 9060. Print. Pen 1. Print. Press any key to continue. 9070. Call ampersand BB18, which is basically wait for a key press. That's what that means. Right, there we go. CLS, and then we start. Run. Okay, so we need to do that last bit. Edit 9050. So get him Right, ready is 1 forward, which means that now that should be fine. Run. So it all passes correctly. Right. Edit 9050. We need to take out the space before Eve, and then that's fine. Edit 9060. Let's put like 6. Run. Why call and BB18 instead of input? It's very, very quick. This is the thing about some of the call things that are built into the firmware of the Amstrad. Instead of doing an input and then waiting, because I can do that, we can just do a string equals in keys. If a string equals and then 2 sets of quotation marks is in, it's blank. Then go back. Or I can just type call and BB18. And it does the same thing. It's exactly the same thing, but it's shorter to type and it doesn't use as much memory. Yeah, it's literally just waiting for me to press a key. Like that. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant for that. So let's have this. Edit 9010. Here we are. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3. That should work. Run. Hey, that's not bad. We managed to get it almost in the middle. So I think 1 more on each one. Edit 9010 will put that nicely into the middle. 1, 1, 1. Run. Edit 9010 because we've missed a 1 in that middle one. Run. There we go. That's not bad. There is actually a one to do a beep as well, which I can't remember. Then how do you? There is a special command that just makes the computer beep. Amstrad CPC special system calls. There is a beep. And it'll just go beep. So I'm trying to bring that up. Stack Exchange is currently talking about Amstrad CPC call signs. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, let's go. Call and XX18. Is that command beep? It's funny enough, it's not called beep. That was never programmed in. It's a call marker instead, which is not great. I mean, I've used it myself several times, but it's actually fun. I think there's a call marker to do clear screen as well, which is weird because they also tied that to CLS. Call ampersand XX18. Zoe's chair engages the ejector mode, making Zoe end up in the attic. That's how I get into the Monday Club every week. Kit, engage ejector seat. Oh, you've got to love it. Who's walking past my house? Some guy who does not want to be on my cameras because he's put his head up. Okay, here we go. There isn't a one here, is it? It's not going to tell me. It's not going to tell me. Would have been nice if we could have done that. Beep. Nope. Did you see the rest of the call commands I posted? I did. Come on. There's got to be a way I can just find the beep. That's a bit of a shame that we don't have it. Oh well, I was going to put that in as an option for whenever we have like a thing that doesn't work. So, anyway, here we are. We've got the title screen, and that comes up every time we play the game. What now? That will now post whatever we want. So, save Xmas. I love that. Every time we do this, we're saving Christmas. Ah, here we are. Locomotive Basic. I've just cracked the back of my head. It's a bit annoying. 7 Ampersand 07, bowel, non, make short beer. Okay, so this is it. Beep. Okay. Control code table. Here we are. Turns on text screen. Surely that can't just be it. Print character string 7. Oh, it might well be. Print character string 0 ampersand 07. Let's try that. Print character string ampersand 07. There you are. There's the beep. We can do it again. Copy that. I love the copy command. There we are. So list. Right. Edit 250. Print character string ampersand 07. And then print. Run. Right, we're going in. Boom. Sorry, I don't know how to boom. Edit 250. There we are. And then print again, just so it lines up. Dance. Sorry, I don't know how to dance. Ta-da! We get an error and a beep whenever we do something that it doesn't know how to do. How cool is that? Now we've got sound in our game. Save Xmas. And run disk. GameHammer presents Santa's Hangover Adventure. There we go. What now? How cool is that? I love it. I love that we've managed this. This is so cool. Right. Try explode. Okay. Explode. Exploding is not generally advised. However, we did put that in a way before we decided to. So we need to do that as 184 now. Then print. 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 Run. Explode. Exploding is not generally advised. Dance. Sorry, I don't know how to dank. Save Xmas. So, right, we've now got everything we need to do to make the basics of the game. We now need to work out what we're doing with the game itself. So, let's close down this locomotive basic because we don't want to do any more of this, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so I now need to work out something we can do. We now need to work out, is there a browser-based paint program? Please let me know that. Browser paint program. JS Paint. Classic Microsoft Paint in a browser. So that I don't have to save anything. Oh, this would be so good! Please let me know this works. It's loading, it's loading. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Image attributes. Let's say that's 1000, I don't know, 1080 by 1080. Here we go. You need to escape from under the sleigh, fix the sleigh, round up the reindeer, find all the presents, load them onto the sleigh. Yeah, basically. So, if we start with here, let's just have a place here, and that's sleigh. There's a sleigh. Can you guys even read that? I can hardly read that. Then we can go that way, that way, that way, and that way from it. Can you guys even see that? Or if I just zoomed in too much. View, zoom, large size. There's a Grinch on the screen in the bottom right. That you guys can't see it, but I can see it. There's a Grinch in the bottom right of the screen. Look at that. That is weird. That is weird. A little bit, yeah, a little bit weird. If you zoom out a bit, zoom to window. Yeah. No, view, normal size. So there's the sleigh in the middle. And that's where we'll be. And then we can have another block there. Another room here. We won't make it a massive game, but we will make it fun. Let's put it like that. So we got the sleigh in the middle. So let's start with that's room 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's start with room 1. So we need to set our data. Trapped underneath the sleigh, and it's not immediately apparent to the player where he is. It is dark, etc. Yes, I like that. Pub needs to be called Rudolph's Roost. I love it. So, let's have a look at our lists. List 10,000 to 20,000. Right. We haven't done anything yet. All we've got is restore the data. So 10020. Let's do this. For x equals 1 to array size, a size. Read, that's the next thing we do. Read, because we've got the read command. Where's my, where's the read command? We know what we're doing. Yeah, read, and then the data then goes, and that's it. Go back. Read, and we have descriptions, rooms. Why do we have rooms? LDesk. That was it. Read LDesk. LDesk string X. Read DDesk string X. Next X. So there's what we just set there. For x equals 1 to the end of the array size, read the description when the room is light and the description when the room is dark. We don't need to have a room is dark one. We can just have it so it is dark you cannot see. That's perfectly fine. 1 0 0 2 1. Data. This is the first room, the one where we're underneath. You appear to be in a massive snowdrift. The weight of part of your sleigh is pressing down on you, forming a wooden roof. And that is the first one. You are in a dark... The light dark description thing is a cunning thing. Thank you. You are in a dark, strangely humid space with very little room to move. There we go. There's our first data description. That's our first room. Now we need to have a look at the list again to work out where we start. Did we say we start in a location percentage equals 1? So that will be room number 1. Okay. Right. No, don't tell us that's the sleigh. We have to escape before we realize where it is. Okay, that's fine. Edit. List 10,000 to 20,000. we can try and do that. Edit 10021. Massive snowdrift. The weight of the weight of a wooden structure is pressing down on you, forming a roof. There we go. Right. So there's our first thing. Now we know where we are and we can do that. Okay. 20,000. At 20,000 we have an issue because it just goes straight to the game loop, but it shouldn't do that. So if we do a list, I want to look at what the list is for when we do our look command. Where is that? Look, go to 700. List 700 to 800. So we could just do that. Yeah. Edit 20,000. Go to 700 instead of 120. Run. Data exhausted in 10020. Yeah. Okay. So we can't do that at the moment, but we're getting now to the point where we can now do a look. So we're going to save that as Xmas. So we need to work this out. So there's our first location. We're going to have to set up all of these before we do anything. Otherwise, this is not going to work the way I've got the data set up. Unless... Actually, no, that's not right. We can do this. List 10,000 to 20,000. All we need is 30 spaces. So, 10022 data. 10023 data. Like that. We're just going to keep going down like that. 10024 until we've got 30 of these. 10025. Because we can copy like this, it's great. 26. 27. 28. 29. 10030. And there's 10. So we've now got 10. 10031. And then we can go back through all of them. And this is all we need to do. And then once we've done all this, we now have 30 spaces we can play with at later points when we want to add in rums, and then we'll know what's going on. 10034. 10036. It's a little bit cumbersome, but it works. 7. 10038. 10039. 10040, which means we've got 20 of these now. And there's the first 20 rooms set. It's a bit silly, but it works. 41. So that's 21. 2. 004. 3. 10044. 10045. 46. 7, 8, 9, 10050, which is our 50th. No, sorry, 30th. Let's tap this one. There is our 30th room. There we go. Run. We now have 30 rooms. You're in a dark, strangely humid space with very little room to move. What now? There we go. We now have a room. And there we are. There we are. We've got no exits. And it says it's a strangely humid space because we didn't set the lights on. So that's our next thing that we need to do. What's 10052 not be 30? Shouldn't be, no. List 10,000 to 20,000. Okay. 21 is the first one. So that's 1. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 30 then becomes the 10th. So 40 becomes the 20th. And 50 becomes the 30th. There we go. So we've set that off. 10060 now. We need exits. We need to know what all the exits are. What we're going to do is lit first. Didn't see 21, just 20. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Is lit. We're going to do before anything else. Data. For x. No, not x. What data? For x equals 1, 2, a size. Read is lit percent. A size. Next. X. 10061. For x equals. So, the first room, it's not lit at all. And I'm going to set the other ones to lit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10062. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. All of them are now set. There's 30. Forgot to tell this that it was data. So that's now set. We should be able to set all of them so that we can't see. In a dark, strangely humid space with very little room to move. So edit 10061. If I set that to 1 and then run it again, it'll now be a lit room. No, it won't. Why isn't... Oh. List 700 to 800. What is the look thing looking for? If isLit location equals 1, then go to 730. Print L description of location. List 10060 to 20,000. Why didn't that work? So we're checking for where is it? Oh, it's listed off the top. List 700 to 750. So we're looking for isLit, and we've set isLit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30. We've set them all to 1. So if isLit for the location is 1, print, let's just make sure, print location percent. 1. If isLit for location equals 1, they're all set to 1, then we should be printing the lit description for the location. Print lit ldesk string for 1. You appear to be in a massive snowdrift, so why didn't it print? What have we got wrong? We've got an issue here. Why isn't this working? If isLit percentage for location equals 1, go to 730, which is print the L description. We've just printed the L description. Let's try this again. Print LDesc string for location percentage. You appear to be in a massive snowdrift, so why didn't it work? Run. We have set the location, print location string, as 1, because we've definitely set it. So why doesn't this know what it is? We've got a problem right at the start, and it appears to be something that we shouldn't have a problem with. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Light description, dark description. It's all correct. Run 700. It's dark, you cannot see. Because we haven't got anything set. But print ddesc string for 1. Oh, because we haven't run everything. Run it all. Okay. Run 10,000. Dark, you cannot see. Interesting. That is very interesting. Oh. That is interesting. Very, very much so. List 20,000. 20,000. Location string equals 1. Go to 700. Run. This works, I'll be amazed. You're in a dark, strangely humid space, but we've taught it that the light is... I don't get it now. 10,060 to 10,100. That's 10,060 to 10,100. Yeah. isLit percentage, which is exactly what we need it to be. I don't know. Okay, edit 10060. I'm going to print isLit percentage just to see what happens. Run. We're going to see whether it's actually reading these in. It is reading 0 for every single one of them. That's why we're getting this. That's why this is happening. So, that's why. Why is it doing that? How do we input data that is a... I don't get it. Why? Why? Let's have a look in the data command. Why isn't it letting me load in? It's reading it as if it's a string into an into a boolean. Where's the data statements? Come on, where's data? I've gone past it, haven't I? Data. Here we are. Declares constant data for use within a program. One of the most widely used features of BASIC that lumps constant data into the data statements for retrieval as required. The data type must be consistent with the variable invoking it. A data statement may appear anywhere in a program. Right, so why? Okay, let's have a look at this. Edit 10060. No. Edit 10061. Edit 10060. Read integer value of that. I wonder if I can do that. Let's have a scroll down to int. Print integer. Round the number to the nearest lower integer, removing any fractional part. The same as fix for positive numbers, but returns one less than fix for negative numbers not already integers. Alright. What about cint? What's cint? What's cint? I've never seen a cint used. Converts the given value to a rounded integer. Okay. I wonder if what we've just done will work. Run. This works, I'll be amazed. Syntax error! Okay, read int. Why can't we do this then? What if I just 10061? What if I just put them in quotation marks? Run. You can't do it. It doesn't like it at all. Oh. Okay, so it knows what this is. It knows. It knows. It really does know what it is. Edit 10060. Okay. Read P. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake, it's a simple thing. Islit percentage. Read islit percentage X instead of A size. That's all it is, isn't it? I've put them all into the final thing. Read islit percentage to X. Run. No, I haven't. You appear to be in a massive snowdrift. The weight of the wooden structure is pressing down on you, forming a roof. There we go. Because I didn't tell it everything, I put it all into the final part of the array, and that's what all it was. We don't need to print that anymore because it's working. Oh, instead of that, where we had islit percentage X, I had islit percentage A size, which is the final part of the block. So every single part of the data statement was being written to the same thing and overwriting itself constantly. That's why everything else was 0, regardless of what we wrote. We are morons, but we get there in the end. Then we can look, and there we are. There we are. Amazing. Edit 700 to 750. List 700 to 750. Oh, we get there in the end. Edit 710. Pen 1. Run. There we are. Now if we look, it will always be in green when we look. There we go. Okay. Right. So, we can't go anywhere because we haven't set any exits yet. However, we do need to work out what to do. So, on the ground here should be a torch. So, we should probably set some exits, but we haven't yet. Let's do that now. List 10,000 to 20,000. We're not going to get this finished tonight, are we? Yeah, we're not going to get this finished tonight, which is a shame. 10070 for x equals 1, 2, a size. Read. Exit north. X. Exit south. X. No. Read exit north. Read exit south. Read exit east. Read exit west. Read exit up. Read exit down. Yeah, that's all we need. Then we've just got all of the parts for every single room done. Right, there's our set for the rooms. 10071 data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's all our exits. There are no exits for each room. 10072. Now we're going to do this for every single room. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. Oh, for goodness sake. 7. It's taking ages because I keep messing up. 8. 9. 10. There's our 10 for the first 10. 11. 12. 13. Oh, for goodness sake, why do I keep pressing that? 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 20 rooms. 21st room. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All 30 rooms. So now if we run this, then all of our movement data should work. Subscript out of range in 1007. 70. How? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. We're reading all the data for everything. I don't get it. Why is this a problem? Bingo, says Colin Thompson. Subscript out of range. What's subscript out of range mean? Subscript out of range, camera. I don't understand how you do this, says Quinton B. It's something that you either get or you don't. But if you spend a lot of time playing around with all these old computers, it just kind of clicks in. I kind of know what I'm doing, sort of. Subscript out of range, Amstrad locomotive basic. What's it mean? See, why can I look in the manual over here? One of the subscripts in an array reference is too big or too small. Oh, it's too big or too small. How could it be too big? Or too small? Subscript out of range? Oh. Oh. Percent. 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 And percent. I bet we set them. Yeah. We forgot to set the thing as percentages. So it didn't understand what they were. What we were trying to read into it. You appear to be in a massive snowdrift. The weight of wooden structure is pressing down on you, forming a roof. Go north. You cannot go north. South. East. West. Up. Down. There we go. There we go. Now we have everything working. We can't move, but we should be able to because it's checked. And if it was a 1 or whatever room number we wanted, it would have gone to that room. Look. We can go to look. What program is this? This is Amstrad CPC Basic. This is from a retro computer, the Amstrad CPC from 1984, and we're using Basic, and we're coding a game. We're just writing a game in it, using basic variables in order to tell it what direction you can move in at every point, and whether you can pick something up or drop it. So, we now have a basic working game. We don't have any items. We can add items. And we probably should, because at the moment, yeah, list 100, list 10,000 to 20,000 in our data. Is our data. So, there's all our stuff. I want to see. List 10,000 to 20,000. Where's our islet data? There it is. Okay, 10061. Edit 10061. I want to turn the light off by default in here. Right, there we go. So, list 10100 to 20,000. I want to see where we are. Right, there's the end of our data. Right, 10110 for x equals 1 to array size, a size which we set earlier. We're going to now read in the nouns. Read noun string x. Read name string X, read position X, read weight X, read description of the item X, next X. So every time we go through this from 1 to the size of the array we decided, which is 30, we're going to read in the noun you can use to pick up or interact with an item, its actual name when we list it in our inventory, its position in the game, its weight, and its description. So here is our first item. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Data statement. Torch. A torch. A clockwork torch. Actually, we don't need to say that, just a torch. And it will be in position 1, which is room 1. Read its weight. Its weight will be 2. And its description will be, this is a remarkably useful clockwork torch. You will never be without a light if you keep it wound up. Right, for the rest of them, I hate it when things in Audible or Kindle wish lists are never in the same. I know, isn't it so annoying? It's like, I really want X, Y, and Z, and it's never there. By the way, if you have Audible, get the Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds novella version, rather than just being the audiobook of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, or Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds musical concept album. It's a combination of both, and it does it incredibly well. Jen and I listened to it on the way back from Devon when we were doing a model railway show, and we were enthralled the entire time. It is amazing. It's like 5.5 hours long, and it's just so good. Right, there's our first thing. There's our first item. 1, 0, 1, 1, 2. So we've got to do this for 30 more. We're going to call it that. It's going to be in 0, and it's going to weigh 0, and it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. 5 items that we have to do. Noun, name, position, weight, description. Yes. 1, 0, 1, 1, 3. So we're going to do all of this again for the rest of them. There's number 3. 1, 0, 1, 1, 4. We're going to do 4. Love War of the Worlds. It's really good. Oh, hang on. I need to update that to 5. Now we're up to 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. There's our 10th one. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15th. Oh, halfway there now. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, coding on the net. 17. 18. 19. 20th one. 2/3 there now. Added to my wish list. It's well worth it. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. 31. 32. Oops. 32. 21, 22. Yeah. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 20. Oh my goodness, what have I done? 28. 29. 30. Right, we now have all the information we need. Run. You're in a very dark, strangely humid space with very little room to move. Look. Get torch. Syntax error in 816. If y equals 0, go to 818. Let's go to... if y equals 0, then go to 818. Save Xmas. Run. Get torch. Take the torch. Time mismatch in 830. Edit 830. We're starting to get somewhere now. You take the B string. Oh, it's supposed to be, yeah. That should be that. Okay. Lower plus lower string, B string. Run. We can't actually see that's there. That's the interesting thing. Examine torch. It's a remarkably useful clockwork torch. You'll never be without a light if you keep it wound up. Get torch. You take the torch. Inventory. You're carrying a torch. We, however, do not know it's there. Drop torch. You drop the torch. Inventory. You are carrying nothing. List 800 to 900. Edit 880. We drop the, and then lower string, B string. Save Xmas. Okay, here we go. List 700 to 800. We now need to work out how to add in that we can see things. If y equals 1, right. Okay. Edit 726. This is why it's not working. If ddesk string location percentage equals 1, sorry, equals that, or ddesk string location percentage equals space, then go to 120, else go to 750. This should do it. Save Xmas. You're very talented, Zoe. You're doing great. Thank you so much. This isn't my first rodeo, though. This is the thing. I started out terrible at coding games, and I got better through trial and error and doing a lot of this. That's all this is. So we've just set it so that it's now checking whether there is an actual description, and then we jump on. Actually, we shouldn't do that at all. 726 shouldn't be that. It should be go to 750 regardless, because we need to show what's in the room regardless of whether the lights are on or not, or whether we've got a message or not. Here we go. You can also see nothing. Nothing at all. There's supposed to be a torch there. Oh my goodness, why isn't it working? List 750 to 800. You can also see plus D string. Oh. List 700 to 800. Where does it start with the D string? 740. Right. Edit 726. Go to 740. Save Xmas. Otherwise, it won't actually check for things we can see. Edit 750. Pen 3. Print. Run. I wanted multiple colours, you see. Here's some good adventure books from Kindle. Yes, there's some great ones. No, that's not what I want. Edit 750. Pen 2. Right. List 7. I'm going to just make something nice. That's 740 to 800. Yeah. We've got the wrong thing. D string equals D string plus noun. That's not what we want. Edit 740. D string. D string equals D string plus comma plus. Get the. It's not noun that we want. It's name. Save Xmas. We're saving Christmas. So, right, what we should have now is a proper description, and it'll come up. Run. Let's see. So we've got all the explanation, and then we go into the game. You can also see a torch. Okay. So we're getting somewhere. That doesn't look right there, does it? Because it's got colon space, comma space, a torch. So let's just expand the look description for a bit. List 740 to 800. Okay, there we are. So, okay. If position equals location, then y equals 1. Okay. Now, let's do this. 741. If let's quickly bring up the thing again and go through our list of commands so we can find the right command. I want to check the rightmost part of a string. Where is the rightmost part of the string? Let's have a look. Right string. Let's have a look. Right string. Okay, here we are. B string is right string, last 3. Okay. Let's do this. Right. 741. We're going to change all of this now. So list 740. Take all of that out. Right. 740 is now going just to be there we go. That's all that is. 741. If right string, no, G string equals right string Yes, that is what we want. Yes. The last 2 digits of D string. 2. If G string equals last 3 spaces. No, 2. Last 2. If G string equals comma space, then D string equals then length. We want length, don't we? Len. I think it's len. I want to take out that thing, you see. I just don't want it to be the first one we do. Yeah, len. That's the length of, okay. Then G, let's see, H percent equals len of D string. G string equals left string of D string and H minus 2. So taking off the last 2 characters and then G string. D string equals G string. Okay, there we are. 7, 4, 2. Now we're going back to this. D string equals D string plus name string else none of what we can do. Oh, none of what we can do. It just worked. Okay, we've just done all of this wrong. 742. Delete 742. None of that worked. Everything we've just done doesn't work. Yeah. 742. Next, X. And edit 7. And 741 is going to go, 740 equals even. It's going to go back to all of this because I actually did it wrong and shouldn't have taken all of that out. D string is D string plus name X plus that. Run. This should work now. Oh, syntax error in this. G string equals right of D string 2. If G string, the last 2 parts of that. Else D string equals D string. Yeah. Right. Hopefully this works. No! Syntax error 4. What's wrong with this? Oh! I've got 2 if checks. Run. Let's hope this works. And all that does is take off the... Yeah, all that did is take off the last trailing comma on the end of this. So now it all says you can also see a torch. That's all we needed. You're in a dark, strangely humid space with very little room to move. You can also see a torch. There we go. Yeah. Get torch. You take the torch. Use torch. We can't do that yet. Line does not exist. But we've got a torch. And now, there we go. Get torch. Look. There we are. Now we don't see a torch. Drop torch. Look. You can also see a torch. Now that is interesting, isn't it? That shouldn't be happening. So we go back to the look command, 700 to 800. Why did that happen? Oh, it's because we didn't set D back to 0. Yeah. That's all it is. So, in 710, all we need to do is set D back to 0. Actually, we can do it in 740, where we got Y equals 0. D string equals, and then Y string goes 0. Run. You can see a torch. Get torch. Look. Drop torch. Look. You can also see a torch. Everything works, except we can't light the torch and then see what the room is. However, we are getting somewhere now, and that is very nice. I'm quite happy with this. We're doing very well, and if we weren't now at 10 minutes to 11 to 10 even, and therefore at the end of our time, really, we could have had a game going by Christmas, which is a shame that we don't. Save Xmas. So, yeah. We just created the basis for an adventure game. And to be honest with you, I'm not averse to finishing this off in next week. But it will mean that we're technically after Christmas. I suppose we're still in the festive period, so we could finish this next week. What do you guys think? Shall we finish this? I think so. Yeah. Save Christmas. So, catalog.
I didn't catch that. Please say that again.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. So yeah, I think we've done all right there. So, now we're going to just erase from the disk. Start. .bak to get rid of all the backup files. We're going to use 7K of RAM as well. This is a remarkably efficient way of creating an adventure game. And now catalog again. Yeah, 7K of RAM. Not bad at all. Okay, I think we've done okay there. Just to make sure, we're going to save again. Save Xmas. So we saved it. Yes. Erase. Star.bak. Catalog. There we go. Right. Okay, guys. I hope you've enjoyed tonight, because I've really enjoyed it. We've got a working game engine. We could create anything using this. The system I've just created means that we could change all of the descriptions, and it could be anything we want, which is just amazing. We could change this to a science fiction setting. We could change this to medieval fantasy. We can do what we want. The use command and all of that will require a lot of extra work because it's game specific, which is why we didn't go into it, but we've got it so that we can have lit rooms, dark rooms, all of this within 7K of RAM. So we've got a lot to play with descriptions and the length of room descriptions, everything that we want. I think it's great. So, there we go. For the moment, that's all we've got for you though. So I'm going to now close down the Retro Virtual Machine and open up my Google Drive so I can make available this game. And we're going to do that now. So, where have all my folders gone? I hate it when they change things so I can't see anything. Where? GameHammer Live Game Coding. There we go. I can't find what I'm doing. It's very, very annoying. Right. Nothing in here, apparently. Oh, there we go. Right, we finally get that. So, here we go. Did I not make this available last time? Okay. Right, well, here we go. Right. I'm making it available now. Let me load up my drives. Takes a second. We'll get there in the end, and then we'll get this shared. So, right. Where's my game that I've just done? Gaming section. And it is... where is it gone? GameHammer Live Game. No, don't load up an... Oh. In theory, yeah. Well, yeah, that's how it is. Right. Copy that over. I've accidentally started loading a spreadsheet, so unfortunately that is probably going to show up at some point. Right, there we are. Xmas GameHammer game disc. So let's share this. Share. Anyone with the link can copy it. Copy the link. Done. So here we go. Could this game engine be used for choose your own adventures? No. I did make a choose your own adventure game engine a long time ago, and that could be modified. If you look at the way the GameHammer quest for the I'll show you that actually. I'll show you that program. All right, let me just close down the open office that's just opened up because I have no idea what's going on there. There we go. Right, so there's the link for that, which is nice. There's the link for the game. So I'm going to load up Virtual Machine again, and we're going to have a look at that game. I did make a Choose Your Own Adventure game engine a while back. GameHammer Quest for the Golden Discs or something it was called. It was weird. Right, let's load up just a 664. Let's go for something different this time. CPC 664. That is playing Rock and Wrestle. Haha! I remember that. That was fun. Well, it was moderate. And let's insert a disc. Come on, load up. Oh my goodness, right. Nightmare, can you beat the challenge? My goodness, that's a while back. I was making a Choose Your Own Adventure game right, based on that. But do I still have it? Where's my game? CPC Quest. Oh yes! This is it! Catalog. I think this is it. And here we go. Run. Run. CPC. It's 14K. It's bigger than the other one because I've got all the room set. Yes. Okay, so the quest for the CPC Disc of Power, a Choose Your Own Adventure by Zoe Coke Robinson. So this is a very simple game engine that I did. There are many paths through this game, but only one will lead you to victory. Choose wisely. So I press the key to start. So it prints the description, asks what you'll do, and then press the number that you require. So let's have a look at the note. And then you just press it and it goes to the next bit. Follow the instructions, blah, 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 and goes through like that. So, pen 1, CLS list. This is what I did. So it uses a lot of the same sort of thing. It's using an in-key system, so you can press up to 4 options, and it'll only show the ones that have actually got options set. And then it's got a victory message and a game over message that can do it. And here's all the data. It now see what I've got here. Data. There's the entry for what's going on. There's your scenario, and then it gives you data. 1, run away very quickly, and then goes to option 4 if you do that. 2 goes to surrender while you still can't have a chance. Goes to number 17, and then the other ones have nothing in them and go to 0. Which means that if the game knows not to produce them, and then it goes on from there. Basically the same as your engine. Yeah, it's a very, very good system. You don't use data. I use data because I can then blank this out and just stick the information that I want and make a game very quickly because I don't have to redo anything except the data statements. So that's why I did it like that. It also, some of these will go to certain places and it'll automatically go to the game over, which is how I wanted it. So some of them are actually quite interesting. But yeah, that was the way it worked. So shall we play that? It's the finale of this tonight. We've got like a minute or two. Let's see how I get on. You are stood amidst smoking piles of debris. It is all that is left of the CPC officers after the Spectrum invasion. A ragged note sticks out from some rubble. What will you do now? Investigate note, or this looks bad, time to run away. Let's run away. You flee the wanton destruction around you, hoping to get far away before the troops of the Spectrum invasion return. Sadly, it seems your luck has run out. There are troopers ahead. Thankfully, they have not spotted you. Shall we try to fight the troops or evade the troops? We'll fight the troops. You decide to fight all the troops. with a battle cry of "Come on then, you specky ass hats!" For truly there has never been a more blood-curdling war cry. You rush the heavily armed soldiers. As you can imagine, you get beaten to a pulp. Game over. That bit with game over and press any key is due to the fact that this has a specific set of endings set, so the options don't show, and it just prints game over. There you go, and then you press that, and it goes back to the title screen, and then restores all the original data. It's a very simple system, but it's remarkably effective, and I really liked it. It was pretty good, and I was using it to convert the Nightmare game books, Can You Beat the Challenge and all that, and never finished it. But guys, that's all we've got time for tonight. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I hope that you enjoy what's there of the game engine so far for the new adventure. We'll write it, the rest of it, next week. That'll be Boxing Day, and I think I'll make that probably... No, I might do the rest of the week. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear for what I do for the rest of the year. But there will be a GameHammer on Friday, which will be the GameHammer review, and it'll be a Christmas review. And then the one the week after, on the week after Friday, that will be the game of the year. I think it's for 1988, but it might be 1989, which means it's quite interesting. So, have we got time to have a quick look at 9? Unfortunately not. We are right at the end of the night, but we'll have a look at it next time. How's that? We could do it on a Monday. As part of GameHammer's Monday Night Live, which will not be live this time because it'll be Christmas Day. Although, well, I am here. I suppose I could do it. We'll see what happens. Like I say, we'll play it by ear, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great evening. May I request cancelling Dark Souls on Friday to carry on with this? No. No, Dark Souls is on Friday. No. I know you don't like Dark Souls, but everyone else does. Especially me. I like Dark Souls. I'm looking forward to Dark Souls on Friday, and we'll see how we go. But anyway, thanks guys for having a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're starting a new game, so... Oh, we're starting a new game right at the end of the year. I might do this again tomorrow so that we can finish the game off. Oh, that would be interesting. We could finish the game tomorrow on a show instead of starting a new Let's Play. Let's do that. We'll finish this off tomorrow, and then we'll have a festive game. That'll be pretty good. Yeah, we'll have a festive game in time. Let's do that. We'll do that tomorrow. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow to finish off this game. Have a great evening, and bye for now. Bye!